You're watching this because something's off. You feel it, a restless, gnawing void that no amount of gaming, scrolling, or cheap distractions can kill. Then, the new GTA 6 trailer hits. It's not just a game preview, it's a damn explosion of everything you crave but don't have. Freedom, power, respect. A life where you're not a faceless nobody drowning in monotony. It's a world where you're the boss, untouchable, feared, desired. The streets bow to you, women chase you, and every move you make screams purpose. It's a rush, and it's got your name written all over it. But let's rip the mask off right now. That trailer isn't just hype. It's a predator stalking your weaknesses. It's built to hook you, to sink its claws into the parts of your life you hate. You're lonely. Admit it. No crew, no girl, no one who gives a damn. Your days are owned by a soul-crushing job or a routine that's choking the life out of you. Power? You've got none. Stuck in a cycle where you're small, ignored, invisible. And here's GTA 6, dangling the fantasy. A main character who's everything you're not. He's got the girl, stunning, ride or die, the kind you'll never touch. He's breaking laws, stacking cash, fearless. He's got a past, jail time, scars, a story that demands respect. You're just watching, drooling over pixels while your real life gathers dust. Why does it grip you so tight? Because it's a weapon, precision crafted to exploit your pain, the isolation, the powerlessness, the hunger for meaning. It's a shiny lie promising you the throne, but it's a throne in a cage. You get the high, the escape, the fake wins, but what's it cost? Your time, your fight, your shot at something real. So here's the line in the sand. Keep chasing shadows or step up and claim what's yours. You've seen the trailer, those sun-soaked streets, the pulsing chaos, the promise of a life unbound. It's not just a game, it's a seduction, a shimmering mirage that hooks you deep in the gut. Freedom? It's dangling right there. Steal a car, blaze through Vice City, live lawless and loud. Power? You're untouchable, a digital deity bending skyscrapers and souls to your will. Respect? The world bows, NPCs scatter, rivals bleed, your name echoes through the neon haze. It's a perfect lie, a candy-coated fantasy that wraps around your brain and squeezes. But here's the cold, jagged truth you're dodging. It's all bullshit. A hollow shell painted to look like salvation. Picture it. You're not free. You're shackled to a glowing screen, trading your hours for a script some coder wrote in a cubicle. That power you feel? It's a cheap trick. A toy gun handed to you by a machine that owns you. Respect from a bunch of coded drones? It's as real as a shadow, flickers of nothing that vanish when the power cuts. You're not a king in there, you're a lab rat, scurrying through a maze for pellets of fake glory. The game's a trap, a plush velvet cage where you feel alive while your real heartbeat slows to a whimper. You're not breaking free, you're locking yourself in, one button press at a time. Look closer at this world they've crafted. It's chaos, yeah. Explosions, blood, betrayal. But it's safe chaos. You can crash a chopper into a penthouse, die in a hail of bullets, and pop back up like it's nothing. No stakes, no scars, no weight. It's a sandbox where you're invincible. But here's the gut punch. Invincibility isn't strength. It's cowardice dressed up as courage. Real freedom means risking something. Your pride, your comfort, your skin. Real power means clawing through the muck, not flicking a joystick. Real respect? That's earned with sweat and grit, not handed out by a PlayStation. GTA 6 is a counterfeit coin, shiny, weightless, and worthless the second you step outside its glow. And yet, it pulls you in. That siren song of missions and heists, each one whispering, "You're enough here." It's a cycle. A hamster wheel of fake wins and fleeting highs. You play, you conquer, you feel 10 feet tall, then the screen goes black and you're back in the same dim room, the same dead-end life. What do? You dive back in, chasing the next hit, powering a loop that's draining you dry. You're not ascending, you're sinking slow and steady into a pit you've carved with your own hands. The Matrix loves this game. It's got you wired, a puppet on strings, dancing for a system that doesn't give a damn. But you're not a puppet. You're not some mindless drone. There's fire in your chest, a roar in your bones, a life begging to ignite. If you just stop smothering it with pixels. The game's a thief. A leech sucking your time, your fight, your soul. Every minute you pour into that illusion is a minute you're not forging something real. You're not escaping, you're erasing yourself, frame by frame, until you're just a ghost haunting a life you could have lived. Picture it. A decade from now, looking back at a blur of nothing, empty hours, empty hands, empty heart. Is that what you want? Is that who you are? So here's the line in the sand. Another night lost to the glow, or a step into the raw, messy, beautiful real world. The game wants you asleep, numb, compliant, useless. But you're not useless. You're a goddamn warrior with a pulse that could shake the earth if you'd use it. Wake up, step out, fight for something that bleeds, something that matters. The choice is yours, but the clock's relentless. You can keep sleepwalking through the dream, or you can rip yourself awake. The game's waiting, sure, but your life's waiting too, and it's a hell of a lot louder. Which one are you choosing? Let's cut the crap and face it head on. This isn't just a game, it's a predator, and it's got your scent. It knows your wounds, your weak spots, and it digs in deep. Loneliness, powerlessness, the hunger for respect, the dread of leaving no mark. These aren't random stabs in the dark. They're the cracks in your foundation, and that trailer's a sledgehammer smashing them wide open. You're not just watching a game reveal, you're staring into a mirror that shows everything you've buried. And it hurts because it's true. Start with loneliness. You feel it, don't you? That hollow ache when the phone stays silent, when the room's too quiet, when no one's there to give a damn. In GTA 6, your character's got a partner, someone fierce, ride or die, a voice in the chaos. You've got shadows and a screen, a void that grows heavier every night. Then there's powerlessness. Your life's a cage, same grind, same walls, same dead-end days where nothing bends to your will. In the game, you're a titan. Buildings crumble, cops scatter, you call the shots. Out here, you're a speck, a gear in someone else's machine, spinning with no control. Respect's next. You crave it, need it, like air, but who's giving it to you? Nobody. In Vice City, the streets fear you, heads turn, your name means something. In reality, you're a whisper, a face in the crowd, gone before you're even noticed. And legacy? That's the kicker. You're terrified you'll fade into nothing. No story, no echo, no proof you were here. The game gives you a rap sheet, a legend carved in digital stone. What's your mark? A dusty controller and a blank slate. This isn't random, it's surgical. The game sees your pain and weaponizes it, dangling a fix that's all smoke and mirrors. Every frame screams, stay here, feel whole, forget the fight. It's a drug, a quick hit to numb the sting, but it's not healing you, it's hollowing you out. Those pain points aren't defects, they're raw power, rocket fuel for a life worth living if you'd stop drowning them in escapism. Are you really going to let a game measure your worth, or are you going to tear those wounds open and build something real from the wreckage? Dig deeper. You're not just lonely, you're starving, a soul gnawing at itself for a scrap of connection. The game tosses you NPCs who nod and obey, but they're not real. They're echoes, ghosts in a machine. You're not just powerless, you're paralyzed, choking on someday while the days bleed out. GTA hands you a joystick and says, rule the world. But it's a sandbox, not a battlefield. You're not just disrespected, you're invisible, a shadow no one sees. The game slaps a crown on you, but it's cardboard. Take it off and you're still nothing. And your legacy? It's not a save file. It's the life you're too scared to start carving. You're letting pixels write your story while the pages of your real ones stay blank. It's a vicious cycle. You play to feel big, to patch the holes, but the high fades and the holes gape wider. You're not fixing your pain, you're feeding it, letting it fester while you shrink into a shell. The Matrix thrives on this. It's built to keep you hooked, small, dreaming instead of doing. But you're not small, you're not a ghost. You're a goddamn force, a storm waiting to break if you just unleash it. Stop hiding, stop running. Those pain points are your war cries. Use them. What's it going to be? Another night pretending or a step into the fight? The game wants you asleep, plugged in, numb, useless. But you're not useless. You're not a drone. You're a warrior with blood and fire in your veins, and it's time to act like it. Wake up. Step out. Fight for something real. The clock's ticking. Every second you waste is a second you're not winning. You can keep chasing shadows, or you can claim the light. The game's waiting, but your life's screaming. Which one's getting your answer? This isn't a game. It's a getaway car, a sleek, roaring escape from the wreckage of your reality. Life's a meat grinder. Bills pile up like bricks, dreams stall out in the mud, and every dawn feels like a kick in the teeth. But in Los Santos, it's a breeze. No rent choking your throat, no boss barking orders, no failures staring you down. You can burn rubber through the streets, gun down anyone in your way, and still come out shining. It's a risk-free adrenaline shot, a shortcut to feeling alive without the bruises. Who wouldn't jump at that? Who wouldn't trade the weight of the world for a controller and a clean slate? But that's the snare, snapping shut around your soul. Escape's a temptress, soft, warm, instant. You get to be the outlaw, the legend without the handcuffs or the graves. Every heist's a triumph, every crash a reset. No consequences, no fallout, just pure, unearned rush. It's a padded cell where you can rage without breaking, win without bleeding. Except there's a price. You're just too blind to see it. Every hour you sink into that world is an hour you're not clawing your way up in this one. Every fake crown you wear is a real chain you tighten. You're not escaping. You're retreating, handing over your life to a screen that doesn't care. Picture the trade-off. Reality's a beast, unforgiving, cold, a battlefield where every step costs you something. The game's a cradle, safe, predictable, a womb where nothing can touch you. You feel alive, sure, but it's a lie. You're a corpse on a couch, a king of nothing ruling a ghost town. The escape's a mirage. It doesn't lift your pain, it buries it deeper, piling dirt on a fire that could have burned bright. The longer you hide in that digital haze, the harder it gets to face the sun. Are you okay with that? Trading your shot at something real for a joystick and a fantasy? The door's right there. But you've got to want it more than the comfort of the cage. It's a drug, plain and simple. A hit of dopamine to mask the bruises, a sugar rush that crashes you harder every time. You chase the high, the perfect getaway, the flawless score, but it's gone in a blink and you're left hollow, reaching for the next fix. You're not solving your problems, you're breeding them, letting them grow teeth while you play pretend. The Matrix built this trap. It wants you docile, addicted, a battery for its glow. But you're not a battery, you're not a junkie, you're a goddamn titan if you just remember it. Think about it. Every mission you ace in there is a mission you're failing out here. Every skyscraper you topple in the game is a wall you're not breaking through in your life. You're running on a treadmill, sweating, panting, going nowhere. The escape's a thief, stealing your time, your will, your chance to be something more. You're not a passenger in someone else's story. You're the author of your own, if you'd pick up the damn pen. The game's a lullaby, rocking you to sleep while the world spins on without you. How long are you going to let it sing? So what's your move? Another lap in the getaway car or a step into the storm? The game wants you sedated, plugged in, soft, useless. But you're not useless. You're not a shadow. You're a warrior with a heartbeat that could crack concrete if you'd let it. Wake up, step out, fight for something that cuts, something that lasts. The choice is yours, but time's a bastard. It doesn't wait. You can keep driving circles in a dream, or you can crash into reality and make it yours. The game's ready, but your life's starving. Which one are you feeding? Enough screwing around. You're not a kid playing tag anymore. This isn't a game, it's a reckoning. This game has you by the throat and you're letting it, sinking into a fantasy while your real life bleeds out on the floor. Wake up. This isn't a nudge, it's a goddamn alarm blaring in your face. You're not free, you're a prisoner, cuffed to a console, groveling for scraps of pixelated pride. How long are you going to keep kidding yourself? How long are you going to trade your spine for a screen? Look at what it's doing to you. Your body's a wreck, slumped like a sack, joints creaking, eyes red and raw from the glare. You're a shell, a machine fueled by caffeine and crumbs, wasting away while the world moves on. Your mind's a swamp, thick with fog, drowning in cheap thrills that evaporate before you can grip them. You're not sharp. You're dulled, a blade left to rust in the rain. Your dreams, they're corpses, buried under a pile of one more level, suffocating while you chase a high score no one gives a damn about. You're not a hero in there, you're a junkie out here, hooked on a lie that's eating you alive. Time's not playing nice, it's a blade at your neck, and it's cutting deeper every second. You're not guaranteed tomorrow, yesterday's already dust. The present's all you've got, and you're torching it for a digital ghost. Every minute you waste is a brick in the wall between you and what you could be. You're not living, you're decaying, slow and silent, a life slipping through your fingers while you stare at a screen. Stop running, stop pretending the trap's real, and you're caught, but you've got the key. Smash the cycle, stand up, fight. You're not here to bow to a game, you're here to conquer your own. Feel it, the ache in your back, the blur in your vision, the weight of days you can't remember. That's not fatigue, that's surrender. You're letting a game dictate your worth, letting it sap your fire while you nod along like a drone. What's it getting you? A fake trophy? A leaderboard that'll be forgotten by next week? You're trading your soul for a flicker, a shadow that fades when the power dies. Meanwhile, your real story, your battles, your wins, your scars, is gathering dust, unwritten because you're too scared to start. Ask yourself, who are you when the screen's off? A shadow? A nobody? Or a man with a pulse that could shake the earth? The game's a parasite. It thrives on your weakness, your fear, your refusal to face the fight. But weakness isn't your fate. It's your fuel if you'd use it. You're not too far gone. You're just too damn comfortable. Rip that comfort away. Step into the cold, hard light of now. What are you afraid of? Failure, pain, good. Those are the forge where real men are made. The clock's screaming louder than ever. Every tick is a challenge. Keep rotting or rise up. You've got one shot, one messy, brutal, beautiful shot to be more than a player in someone else's game. The consequences are staring you down. A life of nothing, a grave with no name, or a story that echoes long after you're gone. You're not a spectator. You're not a pawn. You're a goddamn warrior if you'd act like it. Wake up, move, fight. The present's slipping. Grab it or lose it forever. What's your answer? You're awake now, or you better be. The fog's lifting, the trap's exposed, and the game's losing its grip. But freedom's not a prize you claim by wishing. It's a war you wage, a hill you climb with blood and grit. GTA won't hand you a life. You've got to take it. Start now, start small, start ugly, because the only way out is through. You don't need a controller, you need a fire. Here's the path. Raw, real, and yours if you've got the guts. First, cut the cords. Turn off the game. Unplug it, smash it if you have to. Delete the apps, the feeds, the endless scroll that's been sucking your soul dry. They're not your lifeline. They're your leash, and they've had you long enough. Next, face the wreckage. Look at yourself. Really look. Body soft, hit the ground, push-ups, sprints, anything to wake your blood up. Mind's a mess. Grab a book that stings. Write a line that cuts. Force it to sharpen. Lonely. Call someone, meet someone, say something, break the silence that's choking you. These aren't options, they're orders. Small moves, brutal moves, but moves. Now building. Pick a target, something that's yours, something that burns. Not a vague someday dream, a mission. A job that doesn't crush you, a skill that pays, a body that turns heads. Break it down, 5 minutes today, 10 tomorrow, a brick at a time. Consistency's your hammer, swing it. Say no to the shortcuts. No more later. No more if only. You're not drifting anymore. You're driving. Every step's a rebellion against the haze, a middle finger to the machine that wants you small. Own it. Bleed for it. Make it real. It's not pretty. Freedom never is. You'll trip. You'll curse. You'll wonder why you bothered. That's the point. It's not safe. It's alive. Every stumble's a lesson. Every ache's a badge. You're not chasing pixels now, you're carving stone, leaving marks that don't fade. The game gave you a script, this gives you a legacy. The power's not in a screen, it's in your hands, your will, your refusal to quit. You're not a shadow anymore, you're a force if you'll let yourself be. Think about the alternative, another decade lost to the glow, a life of what if, a story that ends before it starts. That's not you, not anymore. You've got fire, you've got fight, you've got a shot at something bigger than a high score. Start with one move, one real, raw, defiant move, and watch the dominoes fall. The path's not easy, but it's yours. Every step pulls you out of the pit. Every choice builds the man you're meant to be. The game's a memory. This is your reality. Grab it. What's stopping you? Fear? Doubt? Good. Use them. They're fuel for the fire, not chains to hold you back. You're not here to play safe, you're here to break free. The tools are in your hands. A body that can move, a mind that can think, a heart that can roar. Start today, right now, because tomorrow's not promised and yesterday's gone. The path's open. Walk it, run it, fight for it, or rot where you stand. Your call. This is it. The end of the line, the final bell. No more talking, no more stalling. Time's up. You've heard the truth. This game is a trap, a shiny cage keeping you small while the world races by. You've felt the cost. Your life leaking away, your fire dimming, your chance at something real slipping through your hands. You've got the path, rough, real, ready. Now it's on you. What are you doing? Sitting there, glazed over, nodding like a drone? Or standing up, fists clenched, ready to swing? The choice is stark. Stay a slave to a game, a ghost in a glow, or break the hell out and claim what's yours. Not next month, not next year, right now. Shut it off. Rip the plug out. Kill the screen. Step outside. Feel the air bite, the ground push back, the weight of being alive. Do one thing, one damn thing to snap the chains. A push-up that burns, a call that stutters, a plan scratched on a napkin. Doesn't matter what. Just start. You're not a bystander. You're a fighter. Prove it. Time's a thief, and it's already got a head start. Every second you hesitate, you lose more than you know. This isn't a warm-up, it's the fight, the only one that matters, and you're either in it or you're out. No one's riding in to save you. No trailer, no hero, no reset button. It's your hands, your grit, your life. The stakes are screaming, a future of nothing, blank, gray, forgotten, or a life that roars, a name that sticks. You're not here to fade, you're here to burn bright. Act like it. Picture the split. One road's a loop. Same couch, same screen, same hollow ache growing fatter every year. The other's a climb, steep, bloody, yours. One's a slow death, the other's a loud life. You've got the legs, the lungs, the soul to take the hard road if you'd use them. The game's a weight, a drug, a lie. Cut it loose. Burn the excuses, smash the distractions, and charge. The present's all you've got. It's slipping. It's fragile. It's everything. Make it count. Who are you when the lights go out? A shell? A regret? Or a man who took his shot and made it hit? The game wants you soft, sedated, useless, a cog in its wheel. But you're not a cog. You're not a shadow. You're a goddamn storm if you'd unleash it. The power's in you, not a pixel. The story's yours, not a video game. Move now, because the world doesn't wait, and neither should you. Go.